Romero, it's amazing to think he hasn't had a UFC belt around his waist. Most people think, or I should say, some people think he did enough to beat Robert Whittaker back in the day, but this is still one of the best middleweights out there.
He's one of the most naturally talented guys that I've ever met. From the moment I met him back in the wrestling days, way back around 2001, you understood that you were looking at something special in Yoel Romero. And although he started his career very late, I knew that he would get to this point. Now that he has developed that quick knockout ability, couple that with his wrestling, and you have one of the perennial middleweight top contenders.
Hard to find a lot of glaring weaknesses when you study the film on Yoel Romero. Some might knock the cardio, but seems to get his breathers in there in a 25-minute fight. And you've heard past opponents like Luke Bracco, Robert Whittaker talk about literally kicking a man of steel.
He's stoned.
Yoel Romero, folks, here he is. Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. Who
Yeah.
pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point? But he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. And now our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Romero is 7 years his senior. Ferguson will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
This is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, presenting the challenger, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Tony El Kukui Ferguson.
This is for the UFC Championship. I want you to hold up your hands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
And with that touch of the gloves, we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. We'll see how long it goes. You've got a submission specialist on one. Oh! His misses are entertaining. Huge right hand! Oh! Oh! Oh, he might be out. Oh! Oh! He's out!
Holy smokes!
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. And there he is, our UFC welterweight champion of the world. He's gonna like the sound of that. Getting it done with style points by way of knockout here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 44 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout.